Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy A Pocket.
It's your girl Melissa.
And we are
Converse.
We don't have all the answers.
We're just starting the conversation.
So
Let's get started. Hey guys.
Hey, what's good? So, today,
What am I drinking?
today we'll be drinking,
You don't even know what you posted. What happened to the assignment that I gave you anyway?
to come up with the
Dorante rum.
Oh, I did it. I came up with something. I got something for you. I want to see if you want to try it. All right, so let me. So she beat me up.
That make me seem so abusive. I'm not.
It's your boy. We back. This thing I came up with for Dorante rum. So we back at it. So we got the cooling ice cubes today. So I'm gonna just put those in the cup. We ain't even gonna worry about that. Just put those in there. Make sure you get those. So what we gonna start off with? This recipe I came up with. It's called shot and a half. Dorante rum. We're gonna throw that right in there. Bye. This is 2 people. Got 2 of them. You see what I'm saying? It's 2 people. Bam. So everything is done in 2s on this show. The next thing we was going with was a little bit of Tito's. Half a shot of Tito's for the recipe. Half a shot of Tito's for the recipe. Boom. Wow, we're gonna knock that in there. So I know y'all see that. Damn, that boy got some liquor in it. Yeah, I do. So next thing we going with the peach schnapps. Half a shot for the, half a shot for the recipe. Boom. Wow. So y'all notice that we got 2.5 ounces of liquor already in this jug. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. So the next thing we doing, we add 2 of my favorite things. Cranberry. But before that, cranberry is one of my favorite things, and the other one is my pineapple. But before that, I'm gonna get my secret ingredient. Fresh lime. Secret ingredient, fresh lime. Y'all know how I get down. So what you're gonna do is, the recipe calls for a half for 1, right? But we do everything in 2s over here. So I'm gonna squeeze 2 halves in that joint, 2 nice healthy halves in that joint real quick. Bye. Fresh. I love fresh lime. It ain't real lime if it's not fresh. Come on, man. Childish. So, as we do that, like I said, we're gonna add my 2 favorite things: pineapple, cranberry. So, once I need to get the junk for the yeah. Y'all know the little thing that you use to, y'all know. So I'm gonna get that fresh lime. Wow, so we're gonna get that out of here. We're gonna hit that thing with a little bit of that pineapple and that cranberry. We're gonna be straight. A little bit more. So, how y'all girls like to shake down, so we're gonna shake down on this drink real quick. With the self, hold on. See, I don't even got my strainer, so I gotta get fancy on them today. A little bit, and y'all know I got the self chilling ice cubes today. So we chilling today. We back.
So we back.
Got the self chilling ice cubes,
I I know. You getting fancy on us now. Okay.
Nah, I ain't too fancy. I just had to use it for this one so we can really showcase this color.
Yes. Oh, look at the color. I hope the camera's catching it.
It gives me a little bit of like a strawberry lemonade vibe color.
I know.
But, so, let's try it out.
Good.
So what type of flavor do you get from it?
Let me taste one. I get very tropical. I get very fruity. Pineapple. I taste the lime, of course. You always got fresh lime. I taste the cranberry. I taste all the elements on my palate, on my tongue. I really do taste.
But it's like, do you really taste the liquor itself?
Oh no. Oh, definitely no. You do not taste the liquor. The liquor is smooth. You just wanted me to give you a compliment. You just wanted me. You just wanted a compliment.
That's how drinks are supposed to be, y'all. I feel like you shouldn't taste liquor. But I like it. It's pretty cool. I'm probably trying to come up with something else. But so today, last episode was my birthday episode. But
yeah.
I'm
now I can be an asshole to him again.
I'm a little over it now. So
I can be an asshole back to him again because now his birthday is done. So this is for. I wasn't able to be an asshole last week.
Yay.
And one more for his birthday hit.
Yay. So I know before, I don't know if y'all seen episode 9, you seen that we have left a note at the beginning.
Yes.
That we actually recorded right before the Ahmaud Arbery situation went down. So
it's once again, this has really been a tough week for us. Just like, I know, all jokes aside, this has really been a tough
my bad, not Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd.
Yes.
It like literally like a day or two before the George Floyd situation went down, we recorded, and it's
this has been crazy.
Sorry to cut you off, but I said the wrong name.
No, you gave me you signed it up for them. You didn't cut me off. You signed them up for it. What can I say? I can say that this it has to stop. I want to know, when will being black in America is not a crime?
I'm telling you.
Like, literally.
Like, I look at it like this. Like, you already got 400 years of a head start on us. You got what? How many years of slavery? Like, how many years of free labor?
Free labor.
You own almost everything too.
Yes.
So like, let us get our fair share. You let all other nationalities come in. Try to build business and do their thing, but we can't do nothing. It's like,
no.
It hurts.
No, it hurts. No. And you don't even realize, it's like a cricket. Steve Harvey talks about this. It's like a cricket not learning, or a fly, I forgot either what he said, but a cricket or a fly not learning how much of a vertical jump they have. So literally it's...
It have to be a cricket.
Okay, a cricket.
Vertical jump. Yeah.
Science major. Perfect. All right. A cricket not realizing how big of a vertical jump it has, and that when it's on and when it's caged, it doesn't know its full potential it can become. And so literally, when there's a bunch of crickets and they've been born in that jar and everything, they tell the new cricket who comes in, no, it can't be like this. You can't use all your power and strength. You can't use all what you have. And that's exactly how black people feel, in my opinion, and how we feel. We're not able to use all what we have, and that we have to, just so we can be standing next to our other counterparts in other races, we have to run 4 times more. It's like literally everybody else is jogging and we're literally running like Forrest Gump.
Man, I said, when you speak of stuff like that, I seen a video. I don't know who posted it. I forgot the guy's name, but he had people on the field, right?
Yes.
He said the goalpost or the line is the finish line. He's like, but we're gonna give people some figure out the head starts.
Right.
He was like, so if you like, he named some few things that you probably had, like, something passed down, a trust fund, inheritance, 2 parents in the household, never had, an incarcerated parent and stuff like that. And they seen how all the black people were still at the starting line.
Right.
And, for every little thing, he said, take 2 steps forward. And every other person of another race was just like, semi steps ahead of them.
Yes.
Even if they were poor, low class, middle class, or high class, they were steps ahead of them. Like, just from
the color of our skin.
And that's sad, yo. Like, we get denied business loans. It's sad that all right, Prince George's County is the predominantly like the most black area in
affluent black area.
Yeah, in the United States, right?
Yes.
Cool.
One affluent black
One
areas.
of the most few. Okay, cool. So in this area, in PG County,
Yes.
there are restaurants and stuff in this area. So there are a lot of restaurants that are not owned by us.
Yes.
There are a lot of McDonald's.
Yes.
There are a lot of
liquor stores.
liquor stores that are not owned by us. There are a lot of shoe stores that are not owned by us.
Yes.
And,
all that.
And I look at also other nationalities that have businesses there. Like there are the, whites own some of the buildings.
Yes.
Asians own some of the buildings.
Right.
But then they have carryouts, beauty supply stores.
Yes.
In our neighborhood.
Yes.
Beauty supply stores owned by other nationalities in our neighborhood.
And black people, well, I won't say black women buying hair products like over a $3 trillion business that we, majority of the time, are not even getting 1% of it because we don't own the stores. Yeah, we might own the weave. Yeah, we might own a product. But the actual store where people go to buy the goods.
It's not, the revenue that is being made by the store is not a black-owned store.
Yes. So,
like, I understand you selling your products in that establishment. By all means, get your paper, boo-boo. But, like, are we selling it in a black-owned place? Are we? We'll get to this in a new black. I got some for that ass. Okay. So, today, we voted.
Yes.
Well, I couldn't. I'm unaffiliated. I'm neither a Democrat nor a Republican. I can't do the primaries. I can vote in the general election. So for this being said, I hope everyone, today's the last day, I hope everyone voted on the primaries on the correct people for the right reasons. Yes. And like you really looked at what you're voting for and understood it. So like where I went, I was right here in Largo. So I went right there in Largo, right around where is it at? Right down the street from Jasper's. Anybody know where that is? Right by Largo Town Center and all of that. So it's the place over there. Sheriffs was outside. They were directing traffic, telling people what's going on. So basically, you went in, if you didn't have your ballot from the crib and bought it up, you stood in the line to get a ballot. Then they gave you a ballot. Then you went in the car, filled it out, bought it back. Now, if you had your ballot already from the crib and you wanted to turn it in, they had a line for people, they was directing people come in. Some of the officers, to stop the flow of traffic, he was taking the ballots right from the people. It's like, you want to turn in your ballot? I'm turning them right on in at the black sheriffs too, where I was at. Had the whole big container that they was going to drop off. So that was cool.
Same thing for me. Well, I am a Democrat, so I was able to vote today. And literally
talk a little bit about that, please.
What you mean, Democrat?
Yeah, a little bit about like Democratic. What you know about your Democratic Party?
What I know about my Democratic Party is just knowing who my officials, who from anything from the bottom up, from the bottom top. And once again, I live in Montgomery County, so my Democratic officials is slightly a little different. We have similar people depending on the state. I mean, depending on
we do deal with the same state, but county officials are completely different.
Right. So of course, county officials are a little different for me. But doing the research, understanding Democratic Party, understanding what they want for the Democratic Party, and literally a lot of them are just basically showcasing their overview and of what they hope to see, the objective of what we want, and also showing their background. A lot of them have been teachers, people that's been active in the community.
Okay, so they understand what the people want.
Yes, okay, and stuff. So just trusting them. So that's a little bit with doing my research homework. I'm always a little iffy about Democrat, but like he says, I think it's a shame that he wasn't able to vote today, and I was able to vote.
And I felt so terrible. I was talking to a local resident that was voting at the same time as me. Okay. So we were sitting there. Because they called my name over to get my ballot. So they called your name out because they couldn't let you in the place because of social distancing. So they called my name out. Joe's Mox. Go over there. She's like, yeah, you're unaffiliated, so you can't vote in the primary. I'm like, what do you mean? I should still be able to vote in the primary, regardless of my affiliation of the Democratic or Republican, Green, or Independent Party. They were like, well, you have to be a part of a party. I was like, she was like, you can still vote in the general election in November. Like, your ballot is still wonderfully great in the general election, but right now, you cannot cast a ballot. And I feel that is wrong.
I agree. I feel that's very wrong. I feel like the thing about it, I feel like it, once again, is another form of controlling someone's vote. Yep. Because literally, like, voting is the purest, I don't want to say the purest, but the easiest way.
Is it the way of the land?
It's the way of the land.
It's the way of the land.
And let me finish. It's the one way you can be active. It's the one way you can be activism and stuff. It's a duty. And then also as a black person, knowing that, we had to fight to vote. And then it took forever for a black woman to be able to have the right to vote. Like most people think that, when we got the right to vote, it was only, everybody. No, it was only a black male. But
we took the vote for the whole household.
Yes. And it took forever for women to get their vote. So with saying that, I feel like the fact that it's another form of that. I feel like it's not allowing us to, it's controlling. It's controlling. And so like either you think like this or you think like that, or either you don't think like this and you don't think like that. It's either you with us or you against us. You can't think for yourself. It's not like a way.
It's like you got to be affiliated. It's like you got to be affiliated with a party just to cast a vote. Like, can I be just a person that wants to be involved in the politics going on in my community, but not affiliate myself with the Green Party or the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. But then personally, I didn't understand the difference between what a Republican was and what a Democrat was. Mm-hmm. I was a Democrat when the first Obama election that I was able to vote for, in I think 2012. Mm-hmm. So I voted for Obama. I went Democrat. But when they restructured and everything and told me to re-register for everything, I was like, I was reading into what a Democrat and what a Republican was. I didn't identify with both.
Okay, no, I understand.
I left. I stayed unaffiliated.
And I'm not happy all the time with the Democrats. I'm very much not unhappy and stuff.
There's some Republicans that have really great views.
That is true too.
They have really great views and have really great plans to put stuff into order.
But I raised this question because we are Converse. We start the conversation.
We don't have all the answers.
Yes. Do black people need a party? Do black people need a party? Do black people need a party so we can have a black agenda? Because that's really been what CNN been talking about since this whole protest and everything. They've really been talking about, do we need a black agenda? And I do feel like we need a black agenda.
All right, so break down what you mean by a black agenda.
Making sure that all our schools are up to date in every community.
Okay.
In a black neighborhood.
Okay. All right. If you want to go take it that far, how about we do police reform in black communities?
Yes.
So my ideas, I was thinking about. Okay. I don't know if I think I called you the other day.
Yes,
and
you
I
did.
talked to you about this. So like, why not pair every officer of a different nationality with one black officer?
Yes, especially when they go into a black community.
PG County per se, right then and there.
Yes.
So that makes it so that you have to see the difference. Mm-hmm. Like you regardless. We have a county where we have a lot of people from different nationalities that live here. Mm-hmm. So, but it's predominantly black.
Right.
So why not mix in the cultures of the police force?
And like they do in Moco, because they do this in Moco, is they the police and they have police day. So basically the police, they are ununiformed. And they come and they have a fair with the locals and they get to know them. So it's literally on a first name basis and stuff. So literally when someone get arrested, that's such and such kid, rather that's a thug.
So speaking of that, police being involved in the community. Shout out Filet. That's my dog. I watch his videos all the time. Shout out Filet. He put a cop.
Okay.
Mind you, since we in racial injustices and times like this, white cop,
yes,
off the rip, put him in a black neighborhood,
yeah,
with the kids. Cause has he stepped clean? Like, all that. Like, dropped one of the kids off. Cashed the 3. Caught the one hand. But the thing is about it, that's a cop.
Yes.
Someone involved in the neighborhood.
Yes.
Learning their environment.
Yes.
I'm gonna say it like this. I don't care. Any law enforcement officer, while you're on duty, instead of harassing your community, if you do, for the ones that don't, continue what you're doing if you're not harassing. But if you are harassing your community, learn the people of your community.
And also literature. I feel like
talk to them. Like, see, just check on them. Say, hey, how y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? Have a wonderful day.
Right.
Let people know that you are there to protect and serve.
Yes.
Like, let people know that you are there.
Right.
Don't look at them like they strangers. No, they shouldn't be strangers to you if you serve that district, that ward, that county, that district, that whatever, that town.
Right.
They should know who you are. I should be able to walk in and say, oh, that's.
So, no, finishing up. literature. I feel like just like there's like, Black literature, a little bit of understanding, just because there's so much literature for us. To our viewers, if y'all don't read, I wish y'all would read.
Please read.
And read Black books. And no offense to like Sister Soldier or nobody like that. No, because they're amazing authors and I'm not. But like the Miseducation of the Negro, the Autobiography of Malcolm X,
Man, what?
Assata Shakur. And I'm just using.
And she hips me to all, like, look, I'm not the biggest person on books, but having a friend to hold you accountable, it
what
helps
book did I
you.
just send you the other day?
What is it?
The Black
Wall
Street.
Yeah, it was the Black Wall Street. And I'm like, whoa, come on now. And what we were talking about, third episode, I think it was.
Yes.
I got, right now, get ready for this hashtag. The Black Bloc Movement has started. The Black Bloc Movement has started.
Explain what the Black Bloc Movement is.
The Black Bloc Movement is we going to start our own Black community, starting from one block at a time.
I'm here with you on that.
The Black Bloc Movement, y'all.
But the only way to do that, you have to understand the past to go forward. Most people think just being a literature head is okay. No, you have to you have to be active and literature, and together you're a powerful force. Mm-hmm. So going into the protests, I hope that the protests are really first of all, there's so many ways to form a protest.
Yeah, and like I'm gonna point out Goofy's. Goofy said, like, you need people in every form of activism. You need people on the front lines. And I shout out those people that go on the front lines that are protesting and that aren't looting, but that are pointing out those people that are, those people that are not here for the movement, but they are here to loot and to disrespect property and to blame the Black Lives Matter movement, just from them, being undercover.
Right. And then also you need someone to stay home to the bail money. Because sadly, that's a reality. Someone's going to get locked up, to know the laws, to make sure that you have the water, have the stuff. Like, if you go back and study the civil rights movement, realize it wasn't just everybody always
out on the streets.
It wasn't. It was literally, they were organized.
Thank you.
So that's the thing I need Black people to understand. Or I won't say Black people, allies. Black people and allies. Is that we need to organize.
Be smart about
organize.
this.
You just can't think on a pulse and do it. Like that's not going to work. And stuff, because if we doing like that, they already 10 steps ahead of us because of systematic racism. We have to think with our minds.
We need to start with our small groups, come up, join our small groups, start with plans, come up with our small groups plans based on our communities. Then the communities that surround each other come together as the larger community with our higher ups or our liaison we send to talk, and we come together with our ideas and figure it out. And that's how we pass the word. We don't got to sit there and be on social media all the time telling people this what we going to do. Let's all come together to talk about it, because now they get to show up with us and hear our plan.
Right. And that's another thing also is that, if you don't want to be a part of the activism, I understand.
You don't got to.
So stay out of it. Don't be halfway in. Don't be halfway out.
Don't,
stay the hell out.
Don't sit there and talk that bullshit.
No.
Don't sit there and talk that bullshit if you're not gonna be out here doing it.
No.
If you're gonna complain about it,
stay the hell out.
If you're gonna complain about it, at least be doing something in your community to help toward it.
Thank you.
Like, don't sit there and complain about the people protesting and the looting and stuff going on if you ain't doing something in your community.
Right.
Like, I don't care if you're giving out water to the protesters. I don't care if you're giving out food to the homeless. I don't care what you're doing.
Like, for instance, we have some upcoming things coming up during the back to school time. When back to school time, me and this one's working. So
it's all work. So Moco and PG County, get ready. We
coming back, but we're saying to say this that we're just not saying this shit and we're doing a video about it and that's it. We're
right. Shout out Somerset County,
Eastern Shore,
Dorchester County. Shout out to Eastern Shore.
Princess
y'all gonna get some of this work too.
Oh yes, that's because that's home. That's always home.
Y'all gonna get some of this work
too. But you know what? Taking it back, thugs, gangsters, I don't know what you want to call yourself and everything. Do y'all understand what was the reason why y'all became a gang? I'm really going to why they became a gang was to monitor the community, was to protect the community.
What was this city it started in? I think it was Chicago. This gang started in.
Yes. So we're saying that this is your chance to show yourself out.
Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody.
Please correct us. Because remember, we just started the conversation. We don't have the answer.
We don't have all the answers. We don't know everything. But I think they said gang started in Chicago.
Yes.
And and they started to protect the community, right?
That was the reason why the gang was started, to protect the community. So with that, I'm challenging gangs and stuff. I'm not a gang member. I'm not affiliated with no gangs and stuff. But I'm challenging y'all. This is your time to even be activism.
I'm telling you.
If y'all gonna be out all night and everything, this is your time to be activists. I'm telling you.
Protect your community.
Protect your community.
Y'all already protect the block from people that are of your color.
Of your color.
Y'all already protect the block of people from your color. We've been
and
doing.
you're willing to take a bullet for your community, for your block. So take a bullet for your race.
I'm telling, I'm saying it like this. We've been hurting each other. We've actually been hurting each other since the 80s. Selling crack to each other and shooting each other over clothes, shoes, and all that since the 80s, right?
Right.
Cool. It is what it is. If y'all want to sit there, keep protecting your block and all that, dog, protect your community, protect the people within your block from outsiders. The outsiders being the police that constantly harass y'all. The outsiders are the people that want to come in and buy up your house, the house across the street, the house down the street, the house down the street. That's all black owned because they want to, own more of the land that we need to own. And
that's the thing. And then also, let's talk about healthy conversations. No one's right and no one's wrong in these conversations.
I'm telling
you. But we
you.
have to have them, and we can be emotional, we can be passionate, but we cannot attack other people.
We can't attack each other.
No.
In the midst of discussion, trying to find a solution, we can't attack each other.
No.
Or tear down each other's opinions or
we
ideas.
Can't.
We could point out the flaws, yes. We could talk about the things that happened in the past, yes. But we can't sit there and say that's not going to work.
Yes.
Because times have changed.
Yes.
Maybe some of the things that they did back then needed social media.
Yes. No, prime example.
Because they was legit back in the day.
Right, prime example.
Legit.
My father and me, we're talking yesterday. He says, look, that's how I would go about it, but I can't go about it how y'all go about it because it's a different time period.
The understanding, and that's why, you point back of when you telling me, the era your dad came up in, that's so, I like to point that out. That's so great.
No, and and the thing about he's real DC. He remembers. He always talks about he remembered the day crack came in DC. He said it was literally a cloud.
Your dad was 40 at that time.
No, my dad wasn't 40. He was 21.
When crack hit the streets
yes,
in the 80s?
Yes, and he was 21. He remembers it because it literally came. He remembered all his best friends, all his whole entire community and everything. He remembers the day because literally he's like a fog came over DC. He remembers DC before crack and he remembers DC out of crack. And not trying to share my family business, I have two uncles that were on drugs. That was a part of the 80s and stuff. So we know it personally. He knows his brothers before drugs came into the community, and he knows his brother after. I
have a not trying to put my business out there, but I also have a family member who suffered from crack cocaine from the 80s era, and just talking to my family members, they known that person before
the drugs and
during and after, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
And then he talks about my father was just talking about and how it was put in by the government. That wasn't something that was
I believe
that wasn't.
I believe it. It's no way.
No.
We just what was it like? We beat Brown and Bush the Board of Education.
Mm-hmm.
We were slowly starting to be slowly starting to really, get everything good. We were starting to invest in each other's businesses and put, but then crack hit the scene. And then after the 80s, the 90s when that 3-strike rule came out, when everybody was getting arrested so much for drugs and things like that.
Yes.
So the 3-strike rule came out.
Mm-hmm. No, so what's saying
that tore a lot of our families apart.
But my question is
that tore a lot of our
our families apart. No, I'm agreeing with you. But what I'm saying is this: how many people knew that? Just in those 5 minutes that we just gave talked about that little bit of history, how many of our viewers knew that? And our viewers, a lot of them...
We may not know all the specific details, but those are things that happen.
But I will say, speaking for me and him, we're open to learning. That's what I need us to be. Sometimes it's great to speak, but we need to use these. We need to use these.
And this.
And this.
And these.
And these.
We got to read some things have been published years ago. facts,
Yes.
truths. Everything have been posted years ago, and we haven't read them. There are people that have wisdom, experience, knowledge of things, and saw things, and we're not taking the time to listen to them.
And then another thing too, and I don't want to be this person, but all skin folks ain't our kin folks. So with saying that, I'm saying to say that, like, literally.
And all people that ain't our skin folk, and all can be kinfolk.
Yes.
There's some people that ain't our skin folk that can be kinfolk.
And stuff. So do I have the answers? No.
Do
but
I?
And
Heck no.
No. And then also, like, even with looting, I
understand.
I understand.
I get why you're doing it, because
Yes.
the flip, like the hustler mentality, the flip. I understand.
And the black dollar rules, like, let's be real, the black dollar rules the economy.
So
rules the economy.
now let's understand why the black dollar rules the economy.
Tell me, co-host.
But all right, think about it. They say we have a $1 trillion spending every year. So okay, if we could start off by just maybe one black person, right?
Right.
Buying some land, right?
Okay.
Opening up an apartment complex community, right?
Okay.
Affordable.
Okay.
For other blacks.
Okay.
And you only have blacks in that community. It's a large apartment complex, right?
Right.
And then, soon as we start, it's affordable, right?
Right.
Soon as enough people start saving up enough money, now people going to start looking at the rest of the land, right? The land that's around it.
All right. Okay.
Now the people going to start buying land and trying to build houses on the land.
Okay.
That's another thing. But also, you could actually start by building businesses on the land too. So now the people that all live near each other.
I'm listening.
Now we saving money.
Okay, I'm listening.
we got our kids. We saving money. Our kids are very with the way the world is evolving. Our kids are very creative.
Yes, very.
Our kids have a lot of my students are creative. A lot of them have their own little businesses that they started just for me talking BS in class. But now they try to make my daggone salary in the classroom. It's crazy. But that's neither here nor there.
Fair.
So now we starting businesses with each other.
Right.
Now we have affordable housing that is making the person that owns the area enough to pay the taxes.
Come on.
To be able to pay the taxes, to pay the electric that we get, the water, to take care of just the essentials. Not to make a bunch of profit, but to make sure we have people that substantially living.
Right.
Now you may get a little bit of profit on the back end because maybe some people not using as much electricity, not using as much water, just doing their due diligence for the community.
Right.
And also sometimes when you have a community so tight knit, you share more.
Yes.
So it's less cooking, it's more cookouts. It's more grills out in the community, more kids. It's less lights on in the house for separation. And there's more people outside for integration. But just building from that. Now we start our own businesses, right? We're back to the businesses. We open up our own shoe stores.
Right.
The companies own the shoes, but we own the shoe store.
Right.
Now, but with our kids, since we owning our businesses, we saving a little bit more money. We can get our kids into learning how to build their own shoes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Get our own, because we don't have a shoe company yet, right? We don't have a shoe company that we can put out that we can buy shoes.
And for people
that can buy shoes for what, $30 to $100 based on design and material.
Let me get in that. And people who's gonna say, well, what about Kanye? What about Michael Jordan? Nike, Adidas. What about Kevin Durant? Nike. Like I'm just going up.
They're not the designers of the shoe. They're the endorsement. They're the endorsers. They get paid to endorse the brand. They get paid to wear the brand during the sport.
Yeah.
That's all they are. They're endorsers. They get paid doing an endorsement.
Yes.
So while they're playing basketball, they're like, yeah, you gotta wear this. We're paying you $220-something million to wear this.
And yes, they might design it, but you gotta understand where it starts at is the base. Because I'm gonna take it back to psychological and theories that we've been studying in school. Superstructure and base. Going to the space, the base forms the superstructure, and the superstructure forms the base. So in order for us to form the base, we have to be the superstructure. But because they are the base, and the base are the resources, the materials that are able to make the consumer good, they have the power. So even though Michael Jordan, Kevin Durant, and I'm just using those people, no aim at them for no purpose. LeBron James. They're the superstructure. The base is still Nike because they own the resource. And long as Nike is the base, and I'm just using Nike, but long as whoever is the base, meaning they are the ones who's in control of the resources, we're never in control. And that goes to Karl Marx theology.
Those athletes are paid to put their name on the shoe.
Yes.
That's what they're paid for.
Karl
and now, let me break it down.
Okay, break it down.
Let me break it down. Well, I think it's about that time.
Take it there. Go ahead.
It's about that time.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Take it there. Go. Take it there. I don't know what you're about to say, but take it there.
So, let's start the new black.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
Let's take it there. So these people get paid to put their name on the sneakers. Cool.
Yeah.
Now let's look at, they get paid $220 million.
Right.
Or whatever, 100 million, whatever we want to talk about, right?
Whatever the figure is.
Pair of basketball shoes. Let's talk about LeBron's. LeBron's are what, 200 now, 180? Give or take, right?
I'm not a
okay.
fan.
KD's are like 160,
Okay.
170. Okay. Steph's are 150, 160. Okay, cool. Now you look at it as per shoe. Okay. How many people watch the NBA? A lot of people, right? Cool. How many people go out and play basketball just for fun? Not even just to be competitive.
A lot of people. A lot of people.
Okay. Now then you gotta look at the kids,
Okay.
the teenagers, the players. Even NBA players be like, oh, let me go get the new Stephs. We not an Under Armour team, but I can wear these Stephs though, long as they're the color of the
And let's
team.
take it home. Remember, PG. Like, I'm just taking it home to his hometown because that's kind of my hometown too. But anyway, we're not going to get there, neither there. But anyway, PG, remember, is a 1 in 3,000 chance for a person to become in the NBA. So that means that everybody be playing basketball here. Basketball is a very known sport, but keep going.
So with that being said, now look at how many shoes that we all have from Nike. You look at that we bought, like I actually haven't bought a pair of shoes since I bought these purple and white 13s. I haven't bought a pair of shoes since. So let's look at the shoes that we have. We have multiple Nikes and Jordans. Nike and Jordan are owned by the same brand.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and stop that right there. So Jordans are 200 now, right?
Yes.
So 200, boom. It takes less than $5 to make the shoe.
Yes.
It takes less than $5 to make the shoe, especially when you get all the materials in bulk. So now you getting a $5 made shoe. Now you getting what? You spending $200 for them.
Yes.
Now, most of that money, some of that money is going right back to Jordan. A lot of that money is
going back to Jordan.
The brand.
Yes.
So Jordan already got his money.
Yes.
Jordan already got his money.
Yes.
Now all that money is going back to Nike.
Yes.
It's going all the way back to Nike.
Which is to what? The base.
They get all the revenue. They get all the money from the shoe sales, gear sales. Think about sleeves we wear. You got LeBron James sleeves, Jordan sleeves, KD sleeves, shirts. All of that merchandise with their names on it. Yeah, they got paid to endorse it, but they got paid to use their name too.
Yes.
So it's like now the company is making money off their name. So they're making. Yeah, they gave him 222 million, but
how much are really making in return? Because it even goes back. Like I'm not a a college sports fanatic. I do dabble here and there with it, but literally
think about who runs the NBA, the NFL.
Right. Who runs the NBA, NFL? And
they're the two most watched sports next to baseball.
Yes.
And we run it. Half the kid, like, all right, and I know they were talking about you want to do silent moves, have your kids go to HBCUs instead of those PWIs. I believe in it.
Oh yeah.
Because
I'm just making this known.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on, because the greatest receiver, I don't get you could check me on it. I don't care. Anybody, greatest receiver came from an HBCU. The Jerry Rice, Mississippi Valley State. Play with me. And we have a Hall of Famer ourselves. The Art Shell. Raiders. Yeah.
You know me, yes.
Hold on, and now let's go to the current. Tariq Cohen, shout out to the HBCU graduate of the North Carolina Agricultural and Technological State University.
Shout out to Aggies.
Shout out to the Aggies. Tariq Cohen, the human joystick, current HBCU product. So we can produce greatness. We can. But we need to send that impeccable talent that is our kids to these black universities. Because the more kids we have, the more money the state got to give us. Because they're state-funded institutions.
And bringing it back home, shout out to the HBCUs because they won a long year battle of literally getting the same treatment, fair treatment as PWIs. And for people who, because we might have some dudes that are not college educated and they went to a PWI, but they don't really know what a PWI is. It's a predominantly white institution, and the HBCU is historically
college or university.
And we went to the illustrious University of Maryland Eastern Shore, Hawk Pride.
Catch it.
So we're saying that. Oh, I'm just letting record. My future child, y'all going to HBCU. We can fight. We can fight now.
Yeah, if you see this video, son, daughter, you see this video.
I always been like this.
You can catch these, bro.
These.
You can catch these.
It's a done deal. There's 150. That's a done deal. Yeah.
Not 150. It's like 100. Like two. It's 106, but two of them closed. So
okay,
like,
so 106. There's 106.
Like you got a great number to choose.
But you're going to HBCU anyway. But continue on. Yeah. Get educated. Know what's going on and stuff.
So and now we in the new black.
Yes.
So we talking about how we going to advance.
Yes.
A lot of people don't feel that pouring into the black dollar is going to be the necessary key. You don't see it right now. But the thing about it is, I know a lot of people say. I heard my boy Holly say it. I used to work a 9 to 5 until I learned how to make my salary do 9 to 5. Right. So what I mean by that is, like, some people say support black-owned restaurants. And then somebody had the nerve to ask me today, so do black-owned restaurants get their food or their produce from other black-owned sources? I said, all right, be the change you want to see. Start a farm that provides black-owned businesses with the produce they need for their business.
Prime example. Okay, so
we gotta start there.
I'm just give an example. Prime is I do a lot of my produce at the Amish market, and I do a lot of my produce at the Amish market because they hire a lot of black people. When I go in there's a lot of young black girls that are my age. I go to the one in Laurel and stuff, and the produce is organic. The produce is grown by them, so I know where the food is coming from. It has no pesticides. It has no nothing.
So why don't we just learn from the Amish
and do that?
Why don't we learn from the Amish how to cultivate the land? And they already hire us.
Yes.
They basically teaching us the way.
So my question, if there is black farms in the DMV, please tell us.
Hit me.
I will do the drive.
This bread will get spent.
I will do the drive to wherever I need to.
This bread will get spent. Play with me.
I will do the drive.
This bread will get spent. And I promise you the connections you get after, great.
No, like for instance, for a long time, my great uncles.
This joke good.
I know it's very much good. Cheers.
Oh, good.
Cheers. For a long time, my great uncles, because I've been blessed that 4 of my great aunts and uncles, they're 190, 80 something. They're still alive and they still garden. So they would
It's actually a wonderful exercise.
Yes.
My grandpa has a grapevine in his yard.
Okay. Shout out to Bria because I know she hates. I know she's gonna hate me when I shout her name up. But shout out because we the runners for our family. So she's from South. So when she comes up here to visit or comes up because she lives here now, she has to give Uncle Clarence the greens for my side of the family. But shout out to her because I know she hates running.
So like people say they want just like black farms, bro. I just learned how to I just actually germinated 3 pepper seeds, so I'm learning how to cultivate.
Yes.
Like I'm learning how to make deodorant. Like take over the market.
Take over the market.
I don't care if you want to work with me, you want to work against me. I don't care if you compete against me. If you black, compete against me. I don't care. Somebody gonna buy these products.
Because you know what? Because then we are no. Speak on that. We need competitors. We need more black competitors because when we do that and we do it on a phenomenal level and we have a lot of black competitors, we're able to scale the business. If we're able to scale the business,
that means there's less money spent in their establishment and more money spent on ours.
Yes.
And it's okay to have a lot of choices. It's a lot of choices of these restaurants out here that are black owned.
Prime example. I'm gonna talk about I probably it's a little personal. Feminine wash. There is 4 feminine washes that I use. There's Honey Pot, there is womb therapy, and there is Impenia and stuff. Don't even. Anyway, I mentioned Drake. They're all Black owned. They're all amazing, but they're all Black owned. All different Black women. But I still use all of them when, to support, because they're Black owned. But that's what I'm saying. But do you realize that even though they're all Black owned, they're not jumping on each other. They're able to exist together. It's okay.
Because you can use them all for different purposes.
Yes.
And then all people are different.
Yes.
But they use for what people?
Black.
Our kind.
Yes. I was going to try and...
it don't matter. But they're tested on our kind.
Our kind and stuff. So I'm just saying, we need, it's okay. If the next person across the street has a soap, you have a soap, cool. We need it because we can scale.
Because now if we got enough people that sell a bunch of the same things, somebody can open the Black Walmart.
Right.
Or whatever we gonna call it.
I'm gonna manifest this because this has always been a dream of mine, and I had this dream for 4 years ago, but I'm not in the space yet, but I want to own a Black grocery store.
If you own a Black grocery store, small or big, call me.
I want to own a Black grocery store. I want to own a Black grocery store. I'm tired of having to go to grocery stores that are not Black owned, and that I want a Black owned grocery store that fits our needs for our community, and that are at a reasonable price that our people can be supplied.
Yep.
And
when you open your Black business, hire a Black security company. Because the thing about it is, when we work together, hire a Black security company. Because they gonna protect your business.
But I'm gonna be
they gonna protect your business.
But I'm gonna be devil advocate and I'm just gonna be devil advocate, and because we converse. We don't have the answers. We just started a conversation.
Okay.
We also need to think about professionalism.
Mm-hmm.
Black people, as much as I love us and I want us to succeed, we have to improve our professionalism.
Yep. Community service. Not community service, but what is it? Customer service.
Yes,
You
we do.
Don't if you're having troubles fulfilling orders and you a social media addict, be on it. Let people know. Hey y'all, my bad, babe. My bad, the orders. Y'all ordering more than I thought.
Right.
My bad, big fella. I'm gonna get to you.
And be another devil's advocate. Yes, white people might be able to get away with it, but we're not white. We're Black. And sadly, until America change, we can't operate the way they operate.
And it's and not even about operate the way they operate. It's the fact of the matter. We deal with them having poor customer service, regardless.
Yes.
But we blow up so much when Black people don't have great customer service. Instead of teaching or uplifting, someone in our community on how to do something, teaching them, hey, it'd be better. Like I like what you're doing. I like the product you have. Your way of going about it, I wouldn't go about it that way. Just be a little bit more soft on your approach or something like that. Like instead of tearing them down for not having good customer service, build them up, uplift them, give them pointers, especially those people that are in customer service jobs.
Yes. And then once again, knowledge. Please. The best knowledge, I will say, the best knowledge is on-hand experience. But when you're doing on-hand experience plus you're reading, because I'm a big advocate of reading, and then applying what you read, because it pisses me off when people read but then won't apply it. But read and applying it and using the experience that you learn from reading or the literature, and then you go and then you apply it on-hand experience. That's power. That's power. That's
getting into the work of it, the business of it. So at the end of the day, I feel like let's figure out this. I feel like if we capture our everyday essentials that we use, people that toothbrushes, we can capture toothbrushes, deodorant, hair care products. We can start there. Everyday essentials. Anybody wanna? Hey, I'm a scientist. Anybody want to partner with me to create anything?
And he's not just saying he's a legal scientist. He's a real scientist.
Like,
I watched him cross the stage.
I'm certified in 9 different lab practices.
I watched him cross the stage.
I'm not playing. Like, I'm a very smart guy.
Yes.
So, like, if you want to sit down, we can talk. We can create something. I'm with the shits. You want to build something, I'm with the shits. You want to create laundry detergent, I'm with the shits. But something black owned got to come up and to fulfill the needs of our black community, to transition that black dollar back to us.
Right.
I'm not scared.
Speak your shit, boo. Speak
I'm
it.
not scared.
Speak it.
We got to stop being scared and dependent on this system. Learn how to make your 9 to 5. Learn how to use your 9 to 5.
And then I think it's try. And I'm even speaking to myself. Try. So many times we get in the fear of we gonna fail. We already get in the mindset. Just at least fucking try.
Keep trying.
Just try.
Keep trying.
And stuff and everything. And you know what? I'm gonna make this pledge right now. On behalf of me and Pocket, of Converse and stuff, we promise that we are for the community. We are for the community. So with us saying that, understand that, yes, we like to party, we like to turn up. We have some things in store about when the world opens up, what we'll be doing outside.
But as far as right now, community support, hit us up.
And
any efforts we could do, we can show up, bring people, whatever you need.
Right, because luckily, sadly, we're a lot known in our worlds. But with saying,
regardless of that, we're community oriented.
We're very community oriented.
And we touch people that are community
and
oriented.
And Converse will have community events coming up. That's just that's on mothers.
Let's like we said, be the change in the community you want to see.
Yes, be the change.
So that's what y'all gonna see.
Yes.
So I want to end the new black there. Shout out to any we didn't really promote any new black businesses,
but we didn't need to, because you know what we talked about today, the black economic dollar.
Yep.
And we didn't. And that's what we're saying. When we tell you guys, yo, if you're a black business, hit us up. We're not saying that because it sounds good. We're not saying that because it's a great marketing screen. No.
We saying it for real.
This nigga been knowing me for 6 years. I've been knowing him for the same amount of time. We're saying that we have always been in the community. We have always been service people.
We're here for our people.
Yes.
We're here for our people and our allies.
Yes.
That's what we are here for.
We're here for it. So we're saying that if you really talking about doing something, please do not be afraid to hit us up. And you can hit us at conversetheshow@gmail.com. And if you feel like you can't, that's too much for you, you can hit us in our DMs. You can hit us at, AYE_pocket for him, POKET.
Or underscore introducing Melissa underscore for her. Like it doesn't matter. Hit us up. Like we are really with any type of community organization. You can ask anybody. You could call me up and say, yeah, we doing something at this church. Can you show up? I'm with it.
We are here. We are trying to make.
I bring the bros.
Exactly.
And we will make sure we good.
And I'll bring my girls. And I'll bring who I know. But we're saying that we're trying to be the change in our community. We're trying to make the reality that we want to see. We're very active about that. And yes, I know a lot of people talk through video, but trust me and him, we pavement with that. We pavement. We'll pull up.
We ain't got to do no more talking. You'll see it. Episode 10.
Episode 10.
It's your boy A Pocket.
It's your girl Melissa.
And we are
Converse. Peace.